Hello everyone and welcome back to Neptune's Child Tarot. My name is Monique and this is my second tarot channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your love and support. And I just wanted to do a quick announcement to those of you that have already been subscribers. I wanted to thank you guys so much for your patience. As I told many of you in the last couple of videos, as well as the community posts, that I was going through a really big move, out-of-state move from Arizona into a different state. And so I've been really busy with getting all of that, the majority of it done. I am moving from the state of Arizona into the state of Texas, moving to the Houston area. So those of you that are living in Houston or Texas, I'm here. I'm here. Now, there's going to be a lot of me kind of going back and forth over the next couple months. My husband is still, in Arizona, and I'm going to be kind of basically going back and forth, things like that until we move completely. In September, it's around September area time, because my daughter is also having a baby, and the baby is due right at the end of September. So we wanted to make sure that we had all of our bulk of our moving out of the way, so that we could be just kind of uninterrupted time with the new baby, welcoming the new baby in. So yes, thank you guys so much for your continued support. Those of you that have reached out to me, have left beautiful comments. Thank you guys so much for your kindness and for your generosity and for your kind, sweet words. I truly appreciate you guys so much. So my schedule, I'm going to try, to do what I can. But as I was kind of saying in my last recording for my other channel, Moon Moth Goddess, that an out-of-state move is a lot, okay? I'm sure many of you know just from moving alone, but then adding in like people that move to different countries or move to different states, it can be a lot. So it's not as simple as just kind of like jumping in your car with your stuff and going, right? Or a truck. We had to put everything into storage containers, have them shipped, have vehicles shipped. So it's been a lot of unpacking, trying to get settled, trying to get organized, up and running, with all of that stuff, deliveries coming and going, people in and out of the house, starting service, all of that kind of stuff. So it's been really crazy. I've been not getting that much sleep. So, just kind of waking up at weird times, also trying to get used to the time difference between Arizona and Texas. There's a 2-hour difference. So I don't know. It's been a lot. I'm sure many of you that have done this type of move know exactly what it is that I'm going through. But I'm happy, to be in Texas now. It's really beautiful around the Houston area. There's lots of trees, lots of nature. So I'm excited for this new beginning for my husband and I, and looking forward to the blessing that my family will be having next couple months from now with the new baby coming in. So super grateful to all of you as well for your support and your kindness, your love. So thank you guys so much. But today's pick a card reading for the channel here, we're going to be looking at any messages, because I have been a little MIA lately. So we're just going to look at any messages that Spirit has for you. Whatever it is the Spirit is wanting to talk to you about today, could really be about anything. Could be about your spiritual path, your career, maybe healing. Who knows? We'll see. Whatever it is that comes through. So for this message, or for this reading today, if you do feel drawn to more than one pile, that is perfectly okay for this reading. Okay, you might have messages across the different piles depending on what it is that you're going through at this time in your life right now, or whatever Spirit is wanting to communicate to you. So pile 1 is going to be this Pyrite matrix. Pile number 3, I believe this is an agate, a black agate. Maybe, I'm not sure. It kind of looks like an agate. I got it at a store here, and they didn't even know what it was. So here it is, black and looks like crystal. I don't know. It looks like an agate to me, but maybe it's something else. And then we've got this Smokey Citrine. Okay, So let's add in one of these cards for you guys, and that is going to be for what, pile 1. We have connection here. Okay, I'm going to take that for pile 2 with combustion. And let's see for pile number 3. We have earth. Okay, so those are going to be our choices for today. Pile 1, we have connection, and this is Pyrite matrix. It's kind of like a gold color. That's going to be for pile 1. Pile number 2, we have combustion, and that is with this. I believe it's an agate. That's going to be for pile number 2. And then pile number 3, we have earth, and that is with this Smokey Citrine. Okay, that is for pile 3. So pause the video if you need a little bit more time to meditate on the artwork, the crystals, the keyword, whatever you feel the most intuitively drawn to. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you guys at your reading. Hello, pile 1. So those of you that resonated with this card connection and the Pyrite matrix, this is going to be a reading today. So we're going to pull some tarot first to see what Spirit's message is for you. What deck do I want to use? Let's use this one here. Okay. Let's see, pile number 1. Actually, no, this one has a glare on it, you guys, and I'm sorry, but in this new space, I haven't figured out the lighting just yet, and I know there's a big glare right here. So if I use that deck, it's going to be really reflective. So let's see. Pile 1, what message does Spirit have for you at this time? What is your message for today, pile 1? We have the 8 of Swords, okay? We have the 8 of Swords. So the 8 of Swords is when we keep ourselves stuck mentally. This is basically your spirit guide, spirit team here saying that you're needing a little bit of a change of perspective, okay? A little shift here is needed with the way that you're thinking here, because this is when we keep ourselves stuck, trapped. We get in our head a lot. And when we're like this, it makes it difficult for us to be able to progress, to move forward, to get something done. You know, it's basically us blocking ourselves. So with the Hangman, this is Spirit trying to help you to say maybe there's something that you need to take a pause, take a break, take a rest, take some time to reflect on things, think about things, to help you, to give you the insight, the clarity that you need maybe at this time, right? Maybe there's something that you're really worried about, stressed out about, mentally just kind of going and going and going. And maybe this is like Spirit's way of saying here, take a pause, right? Maybe there's something about the connection to your higher self or to your spirit guides trying to communicate with you. Maybe they're wanting you to really work towards, you know, grounding here as well. Let's see. What is your message, pile number 1? Okay, so we have the 2 of Cups in reverse. I'm going to take it in reverse. I'm seeing that kind of as something being out of balance here. Okay, something out of balance. Some of you, it could have to do with something romantic, a partnership. Some of you, it might even be something going on with your work, okay, work, a romantic relationship, a friendship, maybe even a sibling for some of you, a family member. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So there's an ungrounded energy here. It may literally just Spirit saying here right now to you, your energy is out of balance. Okay, your energy's off. Your energy's, something's throwing you off balance here. Okay, so there's clearly a need for grounding here so that you can restore balance and harmony within inside of yourself. Okay, is kind of what I'm getting here for you as your message today. What is pile number 1's message, Spirit? We have the King of Swords, okay, which is about clarity. We have the 10 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups. Yeah. So many of you, maybe there's something going on with you, maybe even on an emotional level for some of you that's kind of throwing you off. You know, of course, if we're going through something that is kind of, you know, bothering us, then that could totally throw us off balance, right? Energetically speaking. So I am getting kind of a message here about you really working towards grounding yourself, grounding your energy. I'm seeing the Justice card at the bottom here, and Justice is also about balance. Okay, maybe there's some type of decision that you're needing to make here, and this is Spirit really wanting you to be in the best headspace in order to make a decision, a plan, something of that nature. Some of you could even be contemplating a relationship, a job, career, what you're doing for work. It's kind of like your spirit guides are trying to help you to get back on track. It's kind of what I'm seeing here, so that you feel that connection to yourself again, right? So that you're able to come to a place of logic, right? Because this is irrational here, the Eight of Swords. Okay? That is just kind of like our mind going and going and going. And Spirit's like saying here, take a pause. Something's throwing you off. Bring yourself back to a place of emotional balance. Okay? And that may be, look at how she's just kind of sitting here on this, it looks like a little bridge, right? She has kind of like a higher perspective too. She's sitting and she's looking down. So this may be something to help you to kind of maybe take a break, take a pause, restore. Some of you could be spending some time in nature, okay, so that you're able to receive the guidance that you need. I feel like restoring, like I said, the connection into the self, okay, because I'm definitely feeling for some of you, there's something either having to do with work, career, like I said, for some of you, a romantic relationship. And it's like Spirit's wanting you to be able to look at all things very clearly. The King of Swords is about, you know, logic, rational thinking, decision-making, clear headspace, being honest with ourselves, making decisions from a very clear space. And we can't, right? With that Two of Cups in reverse, something's out of alignment. Something's off balance here. Okay? So balance is the key here for your message today. Maybe there's maybe for some of you, this could be a need for self-care. Okay, time for self-care, time for rest, time for maybe even healing. Okay, really working on grounding your energy, spending time in nature. Okay, nature can be something that is very healing. You can do that by just sitting out in nature, sitting under the trees, by an ocean, by a lake, by a river, going for a walk. You know, putting your feet on the ground, bare feet on the ground, in the dirt, on the grass, in the water. Natural body of water can be something that is very restorative here as well. Okay? I'm feeling like this is also, because Spirit's saying here, your mind is a little scattered right now. Okay? I'm seeing the Ace of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, look at how she's looking at this bird here, and the bird's like looking right at her. Some of you might be seeing like signs and synchronicities, and it's kind of like because your mind is a little off balance here, you may be missing them, right? And it's like Spirit's trying to get your attention. Some of you with the Eight of Cups energy here may be needing to walk away from something or let something go that is no longer bringing you fulfillment. Okay? We have the Five of Swords energy here. The Eight of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting there's a lot of nature trying to communicate with you, your spirit guides, ancestors. Some of you might be waiting for communication from someone. I'm getting, though, with the Five of Swords, there's a lot of self-sabotaging thoughts that are kind of going on. And it's kind of making you maybe feel very defeated, very challenged, very conflicted about something. And it's like Spirit's trying to get you to take the mask off, trying to reveal something to you, reveal some type of truth so that you're able to make a clear decision about what is best for you. And I am getting, for many of you with the Eight of Cups energy here, it is walking away from something. It could either be a relationship, a job for some of you. It might even be that way of thinking, that self-sabotaging type of thoughts or behaviors or something coming in there. So let's see. pile number 1. What messages? So yeah, balance, pile 1. Balance, restoring harmony in the self. Someone, potentially for some of you, is throwing you off. So maybe there's a need for you to take a step back, to withdraw. You know, withdraw your energy a little bit. Let's see. Pile 1, what is your message? Lay of the land, ancestral wisdom. Maybe for some of you are clearly needing to spend some time alone. I feel like your ancestors are trying to come through here to help you to see something clearly, to regain your power. Is another message here. Trying to find balance. I'm also noticing this is the number 3 and the number 4, which to me is kind of like the Empress, the Emperor, right? Balancing out the feminine, the masculine energy here. We have unmarked trail here, a revelation. Maybe there's some new path that you're meant to take here, pile 1. Maybe it's something that's going to come to you as you're able to release a lot of this wound up kind of thinking here. You know, look at her here, how looks like she's sleeping down here. She's sleeping here, right? And in come all these little birds, right? With messages to bring her. So maybe for some of you, quite literally, it's a need for rest, okay? And through this rest, through this pause, is where you're going to receive the messages. The Hangman is about receiving enlightenment, right? Insight. We're able to perceive something in a different way, in a different light. And I feel like something your spirit guides are trying to show to you here. We have Drifter here, experience life as it comes. So at this time, which the number 14 here is also temperance, balance. Okay. Many of you may be feeling a little bit challenged right now, or there's some changes that need to be made. It's like your spirit guides are wanting you to kind of go with the flow at this time. Okay. I'm also seeing in the hand here, and then it says the universe is your partner. You have hollow bone with teachability, and also first breath here with beginner's mind. So it's almost like your spirit guides are trying to help you to get to this place. Maybe there's some type of lesson in the experience or the emotion that you're feeling at present, right? Maybe the universe is trying to help you in a sense to kind of co-create, but there's a need for you to kind of bring the mind back to basics here with the beginner's mind. 21, I'm seeing it as kind of like the world card energy, completion of a cycle, beginning of a new one. Maybe there's a new path that's going to be opened up for you. Like I said, for some of you, it could be career, relationship stuff going on, family situations going on. But it's like Spirit's trying to help you to kind of bring this balance within inside of yourself so that you're able to receive the downloads, the messages, and know what is next on your path. And as I say that, I'm seeing the Chariot at the bottom. Okay, the Chariot is about traveling, relocating, making progress, advancements, leading us towards success, victory, you know, ahead on our path. Maybe for some of you, it's like being so wound up and not knowing kind of like what's next, what's the next step, where am I supposed to go, what am I supposed to do? And it's like so much thinking that it's like Spirit's saying, hold on a second. Let's ground our energy. Let's take a pause. Let's take a rest. Right? So that you're more ready to receive and be open to receive the messages that Spirit is trying to give to you. Okay? Experiencing life as it comes, which for some of you could be that maybe there are some challenges that are there, right? Maybe there are some soul lessons that you're currently going through right now. Okay? Maybe it's calling for you to really step into your power, to be able to face whatever this is that you're going through, to be able to move past it, or to see that there is a way, right? To move beyond yourself or a situation, to be able to continue to move forward. Okay? So let's actually, I'm going to grab this here. Okay, so let's see. Any closing messages for pile number 1, Spirit? Any last messages, advice, guidance for pile 1, Spirit? We have comfort here. Look at that. Healing and protection. Okay, so it's the Spirit letting you know here that you are being healed. Maybe healing is something that's taking place for you. Maybe it's suppressed feelings and emotions that are coming up for you, right? This is Spirit wanting to let you know that you are being protected at this time. At the bottom of the deck, I'm also seeing mentorship here and protection. Okay, so lots of messages surrounding protection. You're being protected. You're being guided. Okay, I'm also seeing family here and bloodline at the bottom. So like I said, some of you, this can have to do with family. Maybe you're healing ancestral stuff for some of you. Okay, healing relationship things or having things come up from past family or relationship situations. Mentorship here, maybe some of you are feeling called to seek out a mentor. Maybe some of you are being called to step into a position of being a mentor, and there's a time for you to really step up into that role of being a teacher, or speaking with someone who could offer you advice, guidance, counsel in some way. Okay, so that is all that I have for you. Pile number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, pile 2. So those of you that resonated with the combustion card and this agate, I believe. Okay, this is going to be a reading today. So we can take this combustion in a number of different ways. So I kind of want to see what your tarot has to say before I go with anything. Because, you know, combustion can be something that is maybe ending something, something that's basically kind of like being lit up in a sense, or we can look at this as something maybe, I don't know, it could be positive in any way, but it can also be something negative. But it is fire, right? We have combustion here. So let's see what your tarot has to say and where this is going with what your message is today. So pile 2, what message does Spirit have for you today? What message are you needing to hear today? Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. Okay, we have the 8 of Swords. We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. This almost looks like this is surrounding some type of choice or decision here. I mean, we do have the 9 of Wands here too. The 9 of Wands is when we're putting forth a lot of energy towards something. And maybe that is mental energy. Okay, for some of you, especially with us having the 8 of Swords energy here. I'm also noticing that this Page of Pentacles, look at how she's kind of pointing to her temples here. It kind of looks like that, right? Yeah. Her eyes, her temples. She's taking off a mask here as well. Okay, she's taking off a mask. So it makes me feel like something's, I don't know, like something that you're needing to see. Because I'm also noticing in this mask here too, there's multiple faces on this mask. There's multiple faces. Like, look at, there's one here with the 2 eyes. The 2 eyes and the nose. But then if you cover up this side over here, there's another one. There's another nose over here with another eye. So maybe this is, I don't know. It makes me feel like a lot of mental energy here though. The 9 of Wands is when we're nearing like a place of burnout. We've put a lot of energy here. Maybe some of you feel, I don't know. This makes me feel almost like there's a energy here of wanting to start something new, begin something new, something that you need to be clear on. But with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, this makes me feel that maybe your priorities are out of balance, or Spirit's really wanting you to focus on what you can release and let go of, right? This, I mean, this literally, this combustion here could be your own energy, your own energy kind of going into flames in a sense, like you're, like maybe for some of you, you're wearing yourself out, you know? Maybe you're wearing yourself out, and this is Spirit saying you need a rest, especially with that 9 of Wands. There's a lot of energy that's being put out, but I'm feeling like even with that, there's a need for balance. And this is pretty similar to pile 1's message. If you did feel called to that pile, I would say watch that one as well, but only if you felt a pull towards it, okay? You may not necessarily need to listen to it if you weren't really feeling drawn to it. But let's see what else is here. What message are you meant to hear today, pile 2? We have the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so this looks like a lot of mental energy, feeling exhausted, drained, tired. We have the Ace of Cups energy. Some of you can even have to do with a love situation that's going up in flames or something that's out of balance here. Eight of Pentacles. There's a need for focusing on the self here as well. Pile 2. I'm kind of wanting, and I'm seeing the Queen of Wands underneath the deck, you know, it is a fiery energy here. Some of you may have been working really hard at something. And maybe this is something that you have been doing, you know, you have been putting forth, willingly putting forth and working on something. So like I said, we can see it in a positive light, right? We can see it in a positive way here. But we have to remember, with the energy of fire, especially with the overall energy here of the Queen of Wands, that fire going and going and going and going, at some point, you know, you're going to wear yourself out. And I feel like for some of you, it's like there's this eagerness to start something new. Some of you, it is a creative project or some new choice, new opportunity or something. And there could be a need for you to really kind of bring more balance to your schedule. Or even take a look at what you currently have, you know, your energy kind of pouring out to. Because this fire being lit like this, right, going and going and going, it's like at some point you have to really work towards grounding that energy, right? Because you can wear yourself out, literally. But I do feel like for those of you that have been working hard at something to achieve some type of goal, this is Spirit giving you confirmation here that this time of you maybe stressing about it, worrying about it, things of that nature, that it's nearing completion. And I feel like many of you are making a lot of headway, a lot of progress with something that you've been working towards. I'm feeling there's a need for you to release a lot of the maybe overthinking things, overanalyzing. Many of you, I feel like Spirit's trying to give you some type of message about something that you're meant to create here. This could be starting a new project, beginning something new. Maybe for some of you, if you're feeling like things are not so great in the work environment, you've been thinking about getting out of that environment, okay? And I feel like if you do feel like that, if you are going through that where you're wanting some type of change, a career change, this is Spirit saying that there's going to be opportunities for you to be able to do that, for you to open yourself up to other opportunities. Some of you might receive some type of divine inspiration. Okay, some type of divine inspiration that's helping you to maybe lead you towards or guide you towards something that can be very powerful for you. Okay, is another thing that I'm seeing here. So I do want to clarify just a little bit. And I want to kind of see what this combustion, energy of combustion is for you. Pile 2. Why is combustion here? 2 of Swords in reverse. So this basically is saying you're mentally draining yourself with something. Okay, it is a general reading, so I can't, you know, really say super specific. It can be different for all of you. Some of you, like I said, it could be a love situation. Some of you might be needing to focus on healing. Some of you, this could be a work situation. What is this combustion here? Maybe for some of you, you've been grinding on some type of choice or decision that you have to make or have been wanting to make. And you've been wearing yourself out mentally with thinking and thinking and thinking about whatever choice this is. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Swords energy in reverse. And when I think of the Knight of Swords in reverse, I kind of think of this as us, I mean, first off, being worn out, because the Knight of Swords is all about fast, quick moving energy. And in a way, I kind of see this as the mind is still so busy, but there's no movement here, you know? Like, it could be Spirit's way of saying here that you're spinning your own wheels here, and you're exhausting a lot of your mental energy that could be taking away from you, right? Could be taken away from you mentally exhausting yourself, physically, maybe even exertion for some of you. And you're not going anywhere with it, right? You're not going anywhere with the Knight of Swords in reverse. So let's see here. What else, Spirit, with the combustion? The Magician. Yeah, there's something that you're wanting to manifest here. But I don't know, maybe this is overthinking, negative thinking, overanalyzing, a lot of mental stress, pressure, something. Why is the 9 of Wands here? We've got the 5 of Cups. So maybe for some of you, you can feel a little bit discouraged, a little bit sad, hopeless. The 5 of Cups can talk about guilt, regret, remorse, disappointment, feeling discouraged, right? Maybe for some of you, if you feel like you've been exhausting so much of your energy towards something. I mean, some of you literally with the 5 of Cups energy here, this can be grieving the loss of something. Okay, some of you that may have had, like, say, a painful breakup with someone and you're wanting reconciliation and you keep on thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. Spirit can be telling you here that you're wearing yourself out. You know, you need to reclaim your power. Okay, or if it has nothing to do with a love situation for you, you know, are you feeling discouraged, right? At some point with a work situation or a career goal that you have, you know. This could be Spirit saying here that you need to really work towards, like I said, grounding this energy. You know, I almost feel like the way that she looks here, the way she's taking the mask off, like maybe there's some type of illusion surrounding you. Maybe there's a lot of mental anguish. There could be a lot of feelings and emotions that could be even clouding your judgment at this time. Okay, why is the Page of Pentacles here? 10 of Wands. Look at that. That is like, the 10 of Wands is a burden. It's a burden. It's something, it's, we're fatigued and tired and drained. So there's something here that it's almost like taking your energy here. And maybe this is something that you're needing to literally light a flame to allow it to combust, to allow it to be released here. Okay. Yeah, this for some of you is kind of coming to the end of a tough cycle here. We have the Emperor and the Strength card. So many of you, it could even be, many of you have been really in your masculine energy. Okay, a lot of action, a lot of planning, a lot of strategy, a lot of decisions, a lot of, yeah, maybe for some of you it has been exhausting a lot of your masculine energy. Just go, 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 do, you know. It's like, it's a good thing, right? You're getting, maybe for some of you, getting something done in a powerful way in that case, right? For some of you that are really working on getting ahead. But for those of you where this is something that's taking away from you and draining you, this is where Spirit is saying here that there's a need for you to maybe emotional release, maybe healing, maybe working on your healing, making healing your priority right now, right? So you can reclaim your power and your energy. Okay, so really take it how it resonates depending on what it is that you're going through. Some of you are willingly putting yourself in this place where you're taking on a lot of responsibilities, a lot of goals, a lot of dreams. And, you know, she kind of looks like she's praying here too. So maybe for some of you, it's like, maybe there has been bumps along the road for you and you're really trying to hope that everything works out, hope that everything kind of comes together. You know, maybe with the Emperor energy here, this can also be Spirit asking you here that maybe that you're needing to kind of look or see the bigger picture of things, right? What is it that you're creating? What is it that you are manifesting here, right? Maybe for some of you, it's like a long cycle that's coming to an end here. And it's time for you to start new, start fresh, start over. Okay, I'm seeing the 6 of Swords at the bottom. So maybe for some of you with the 6 of Swords, this could be, you know, maybe you're in a place of transition right now. Maybe there's some changes going on in your life right now. Some of you could be traveling, relocating, thinking about moving. Many of you could be removing yourself out of a situation that was bringing a lot of chaotic energy for you. And it's kind of like Spirit saying here, this is going to be kind of like this passage into a more calming, more peaceful part of your life. Maybe where you can heal, right? Maybe where your mind is not so consumed by so much outside of yourself that you're really able to kind of reclaim your power here. Okay, is what I'm seeing. So let's get some oracle messages for you. Pile number 2. What messages for pile 2, Spirit? What are they needing to hear today? Whoa. Okay, so we have gathering around, and it says the power of community. So maybe for some of you, this is a need for you to connect with others. Maybe surrounding yourself with people who are supportive friends, family members, maybe even people who can share. Maybe if you're doing a lot by yourself, you're taking on a lot. Maybe this is asking other people for help, right, at this time. Not being afraid of doing that, not being afraid of kind of like spreading the workload, responsibilities, things of that nature for some of you. We also have the Moon Maiden here with new beginnings, and I'm kind of seeing that here for you with the crow. So I feel like there's a lot of intuitive messages that Spirit is trying to bring to you at this time too, maybe kind of prompting you, many of you, towards some type of new beginning. Okay, some of you, it could be releasing someone from the past and opening yourself up to a new beginning in love. New creative project for some of you. We have the Garden of Venus with rest and renewal. Okay, so yeah, maybe for some of you, literally, it's healing from a love situation. But, if you're in this Emperor energy here, like I said, a lot of masculine energy, just go, 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 go. And then you have the Garden of Venus with rest and renewal. This is feminine energy, right? So maybe this is Spirit saying here, there's a need for you to kind of embody more of the feminine energy, okay? And as a collective, anyway, the majority of us are functioning out of this Emperor energy, okay? Especially in today's day and age, there is sometimes a lot of a disconnect with our feminine energy, and there's a need for nurturing, a need for healing, a need for love, a need for, that energy there. So yeah, some of you may have been like literally in your masculine energy, and this is like Spirit saying, you're going to wear yourself out if you haven't already, right? You're going to wear yourself out. And so maybe this is time to kind of let the masculine energy take a little bit of a rest and just kind of take time for replenishing yourself, right? Giving yourself that nurturing, that care, so that you can then come back with a clear headspace, right? You're better able to create from a different space, right? Versus the burnt out masculine energy that you have here. This could be a need for just kind of working on letting the feminine energy take over for a little bit. Okay, that's what I'm seeing there. Let's see what else. What other messages does pile 2 need? We have the Woodwives with adaptability, and then we have the standstill. So many of you, yeah, I feel like maybe there's been a lot that you've been going through. Look at that. I didn't even see this. The Dust Devil. Moving out of stagnation. Yeah, maybe some of you are getting going after a long period of stagnation, and it feels, maybe it does feel overwhelming. Maybe for some of you, this combustion is kind of like a fire being lit within you, right? Maybe you've been on standstill too long. Okay. Coming out of that place. But this is, I feel like with the rest and renewal here, Spirit's saying, take time for yourself. Okay? Use your resources. Ask for help. Don't be afraid of asking for help. I feel like many of you with the adaptability here, maybe there has been a lot of changes that you've had to adapt to. There's been a lot going on for you. And some of you, it is just needing a break. Needing time to rest. Right? Let's see. What else for pile 2, Spirit? What else for pile 2? What else for pile number 2? We have perceptiveness and your vision. Something about your perceptiveness and your vision. And I'm feeling from looking at some of the blockages that were here with the 8 of Swords, maybe there's a need for you to gain clarity. Yeah, look at that. We've got the crossroads here. Road opener and decisions. Maybe there's a certain perspective or the way that you're looking at something that you need to let go and release. We have strength and power. And that's kind of the energy that I feel like Spirit is wanting you to embody at this time. Many of you are kind of like at this place Yeah, I'm seeing silence and introspection at the bottom. Silence and introspection, because is in that space where you find your power, right? Maybe there is some type of vision that you have for the future, or things seem a little bit unclear at this time. And maybe you have been, right, sitting in a lot of the masculine energy. And this is now time for you to kind of go into the feminine, right? Creation, fertility, growth, expansion. But there is a need for nurturing the self, right? So that you are able to come into that energy of manifestation, right? Is kind of what I'm getting there. So let's see what Spirit has to say here about your... I'm actually going to use a different deck. What Spirit has to say here about your perception and your vision. What is this energy, Spirit? The Queen of Wands in reverse, yeah. So, I mean, you've got the Queen of Wands as your overall energy here, and your perception here, or your vision, Spirit, saying with this Queen of Wands energy in reverse, this could be low self-esteem, this could be lack of confidence, this could be, you know, not having the drive or the fire. Maybe for some of you, you've been going and going for so long that you do literally feel burnt out, right? The Queen of Wands, we can also have a tendency to self-sabotage here in this energy, okay? Low self-esteem, lack of confidence, not believing in ourselves. Maybe this is Spirit saying you need to change the way that you view yourself, the way that you see yourself, right? Queen of Wands is all about taking action and, you know, being confident in yourself in those actions. So let's see what else. What is the perception here, Spirit? The Moon, yeah. So maybe there's a lot of irrational fears. Okay, irrational fears, insecurities, doubts kind of going in your mind that are keeping you blocked from being able to progress or move forward. What is this road opener here, Spirit? Four of Cups. Yeah, some of you might be having a blind spot. There could be something that you're not seeing. The Four of Cups is when we're kind of like in that Debbie Downer type of energy, or, you know, feeling bored or feeling indifferent. We feel like there's nothing that we can do to change our situation. We feel unhappy. We feel discontent. But it's like Spirit saying here, there are opportunities surround you. But there's something about your perspective here that you're not seeing. Okay? Maybe you feel like, okay, there's been certain things that have been going on in your life, and you just feel like, okay, I just have to adapt to this, right? I just have to accept it, whatever it is. Yes, you can accept, but you also can withhold in your own power to say, if I don't like this, I'm going to change it, right? I can change it. I can manifest something different. Two of Swords. Maybe for some of you, you've been stuck on a decision, a choice. Maybe there's some type of truth that you haven't been wanting to face about a situation. Maybe some of you have been stuck from a situation of rejection, a missed opportunity. Okay. And Page of Swords. For some of you with the Page of Swords energy here, there's a need for getting some information, researching. Some of you could be waiting for messages, news. Those of you where this is like a love situation, you know, if let's just say if you were rejected in the past, okay, maybe this is something that's been keeping you kind of stuck emotionally, mentally. Maybe it's something that has affected your self-esteem. Okay, this can be Spirit saying here, you need to take some time, right, to really heal, introspect, to regain your power here. Okay, so take it how it resonates. But for some of you, it could be a love situation in which, you know, there's a need for facing a truth or reality about a situation. For others of you, maybe career stuff. It could be Spirit saying here, there's a need for you to keep your eyes open, right? To solutions or finding solutions. I'm seeing the world, not the world, the Fool energy at the bottom. Maybe for some of you, it is the world. Maybe it's the completion of a big cycle going on here. Okay. Some of you are waiting to take your next step, or waiting to take a leap of faith. And your intuition may have already been guiding you here. And Spirit's advice here and guidance to you with the Fool energy is about keeping yourself open to possibilities, to potential. For some of you, that can be stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay, we have the Three of Wands energy here. Some of you may have literally been stagnant, just waiting and waiting and waiting. And it's like Spirit saying, now it's time to go, right? But first, I feel like some of you may need that time to kind of recharge, reset, okay? For some of you. And others of you that if you've just been kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting on someone, I'm feeling there's a need for you to separate yourself from that type of energy, because with the Four of Cups, this is when we're missing out on other opportunities. We need to pay attention to what's kind of happening around us and reclaim our power here. Okay? So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 2. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. So those of you that resonated with this Earth card and the little Smokey Citrine, this is going to be our reading today. So we're going to find out what messages Spirit has for you today. Like I said, could really be about anything. So we'll just see kind of what the message is. But we do have Earth for you. Maybe some of you are Earth signs, or some of you are working on, I don't know, manifesting. Maybe this is a message about grounding your energy. Let's see, pile number 3. What is your message today? What is pile 3's message today, Spirit? What is their message? What do they need to hear at this time? We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so Two of Swords energy could be a need for stillness, calm, quiet, to really kind of go within, to find, I feel like, answers for some of you. Maybe there's conflicting thoughts or ideas or indecision. Maybe you feel stuck in on a decision or a situation, and there's a need for you to maybe try to help to get past this, clear this energy. But let's see what else. What is pile number 3's message? We have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, this almost feels like stagnant energy here. Like stagnant energy. Fear of taking some kind of a risk here. Let's see what else. What is pile 3's message? The Four of Cups. We have the Ace of Cups. Some of you might be holding on to something or someone very tight. Yeah, some of you might be grieving the loss of some. There's been some pretty heavy energy coming through, I will say, with the piles. And I don't know, maybe this has to do with the whole Venus in retrograde. Lots of karmic stuff coming up for us. But yeah, this looks like some pretty heavy energy here. Let's see what else. What is pile number 3's message? We've got the Knight of Cups and also the Knight of Swords. Maybe some of you are in need of some extra grounding at this time. Okay, that might be why you have this Earth energy here, that Spirit's really wanting you to really work towards grounding your energy. I'm feeling for many of you, especially with the Cups cards that are here, the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups. It could be putting you in a place where you need to focus on healing right now, because we do have the Ace of Cups here. It could be a card of emotional release. Some of you might be carrying a lot of energetic weight right now. Grief, pain, sadness, loss. Some of you may have lost pets, I'm seeing. Pets. You could be grieving the loss of pets. Some of you, it could be a relationship, something that you've been feeling really sad about or affected emotionally. Okay? And that may just be a message that Spirit, if you are going through that, it's the Spirit really wanting you to work on grounding yourself right now. Healing, grounding. Okay? It's not to say that you have to like cut off your feelings and shut them off and, you know, suppress them and things like that. But it's like this could be something that is I feel like making it almost like the emotions are ruling you. Okay. And you want to really allow yourself, yes, to experience whatever feelings and emotions are coming up for you, but also not allowing them to put you into a dark, I mean, and it could happen, right? With the Five of Cups, it could definitely happen. Feeling very depressed, very sad, you know, feeling a lot of pressure, stress, feeling drained, tired. It's like Spirit's wanting you to let go of a lot of the heaviness and the weight that you could be holding on to. And for many of you, it could be emotional weight, right? Maybe there is a need for working towards releasing, emotional release. And grounding can definitely help you with that, with the earth energy here. Okay? Because I'm feeling with the Four of Cups energy here, some of you may be feeling a little bit unhappy, right? Feeling a little sad, a little, maybe even for some of you, boredom. Okay, feeling a sense of boredom and really wanting some type of a new start, a new beginning. So some of you may have nothing to do, you know, with any grief or loss, but feeling maybe a little bit discouraged, feeling stuck, not knowing what to choose, how to move forward on your path. And it's like Spirit, maybe grounding is something that's especially important for you at this time, so you can be very clear and confident in the decisions that you're making moving forward. But I am getting kind of like where Spirit is saying here in your pile, that there is a need for releasing something energetically that you still have an attachment to, something that you could be clinging on to. Okay? There's a need for kind of stepping outside of the comfort zone. Maybe moving out of a place of stagnancy for some of you. Okay, some of you could be dealing with a situation that has kept you a little bit stuck. Okay, I almost feel like with the Knight of Cups energy here, you know, the Knight of Cups is about us opening ourselves up to opportunities here. And look at how she's kind of pointing her sword forward, almost like she's trying to direct this crow to move ahead, right? So it's like Spirit's trying to help you, I feel like, to pull you out of this energy. Okay? Pulling you out of this energy. So let's clarify just a little bit here. Why is the Two of Swords here for pile 3, Spirit? Why is the Two of Swords here? The Tower. So something's happened here. We've got the Five of Swords energy. And the Five of Swords is a feeling of defeat. It is some type of loss that we've experienced, some type of challenge, conflict. The Five of Swords can also be about self-sabotaging thoughts. It can also be about victim mentality or being a victim to something. Okay? With the Tower energy here, there's a need for releasing that, letting that go. This feeling of the Five of Swords. Because this could be something that is keeping you stuck. Feeling completely defeated with whatever it is that you may be going through, have gone through, you know, understanding that for some of you, some things that you go through can be far more painful than other things, right? But it's almost like Spirit is not wanting you to kind of, like I said, it's not to push away your feelings and not allow you to grieve if that's what you're doing, or not allow you to feel your feelings and feeling regret or remorse or disappointment or frustration. Feel your feelings, but don't let them be something that completely takes over you and completely derails your life. You know, it's like Spirit's wanting you to take the time, right, to just go within the self and think about what, maybe there's certain thoughts that you have, right, that you're needing to release at this time because these things are not really serving you, you know, to keep yourself open to new things, other things, movement forward. So I'm getting, some of you, it could be going through a breakup, right? Having gone through a breakup, and a breakup could have been something that completely threw you off balance, right? There could be a lot of negative self-talk, right? You could be going through, say, like a breakup and like saying, oh, it's my fault this happened, or, you know, maybe I'm not good enough, maybe I don't deserve love, maybe I'm, you know, all of these things. Okay, so it's like Spirit's wanting you to almost like to help you to pick you back up. right? Pick you back up and give you the encouragement that you need at this time to let you know that better days are ahead, okay? Especially with the Ace of Cups energy here. This is about new beginnings. For many of you, it can be about finding renewal within the self. It can be about healing. It could be about moving on, right? Releasing things that have a hold on us, that are weighing us down in a sense. And for many of you with the Four of Pentacles energy here, it can be releasing attachment that we have to a specific outcome with someone, or for some of you, it can be about letting go, right? Especially if you're in the grieving process and allowing yourself, like I said, allowing yourself to grieve. But it's also about letting go. And of course, no one can tell you that you have to heal in a certain amount of time. Healing is not something that is linear, right? We can make some good progress with our healing and then kind of go right back into a dark space. And that's okay. Right? We honor the feelings as they come up, but it's like Spirit's kind of almost like stressing the importance of you keeping yourself grounded through all of this, right? So you don't completely lose yourself through whatever this is that you're going through here. Okay? Why is the Four of Pentacles energy? Yeah, some pretty challenging energies. We've got the Queen of Swords. Yeah. Queen of Swords energy is about us facing some type of truth. It's about logical, rational thinking. It's about us being in a very clear headspace so that we can take action, make decisions, right? Or voice our thoughts in some way, maybe. Maybe some of you are needing to speak about what you've went through or what you've gone through, or express yourself in some way, okay? Let's see. Why is the Earth energy here, Spirit? What is this Earth energy about? The Eight of Wands in reverse. Some of you, I don't know. Some of you, this could have been delays, setbacks. Some of you could have been waiting or received some bad news. Communication, maybe even from another person. Okay? Take it how it resonates. Let's see. Earth energy, Spirit. We've got the Three of Wands. Yes, some of you may have been waiting or are waiting for something. Maybe there's been delayed communication about something. Okay, maybe it's about a job, a relationship. Seven of Wands. Yeah, some of you are feeling a little bit challenged at this time. But the Seven of Wands is about perseverance. That even though we are facing challenges and adversity, like I said, I kind of feel like in your pile here, Spirit's trying to help you, to pick you up, lift you up, and say, come on, let's go. We got to get up. We got to keep moving. Okay? Not in a way that's trying to be like insensitive, like, hey, you need to get over it, Not like that, but it's almost like Spirit's trying to like help you, to uplift you, and to try to give you like a little bit of a pep talk, into saying that, yes, we acknowledge that you're going through this challenge, this difficulty, but the negative thinking or the negative thoughts are not going to help you, right? There's a need for you to release whatever this is for you, that Five of Swords, right? Whether it is your own negative thinking, or it's something that someone said to you, something that someone did to you, or just the overall feeling of defeat, right? This is like Spirit wanting you to pay attention to the beauty of life that is currently surrounding you right now. The opportunities that are surrounding you right now. So really helping you, I feel like, to get grounded here. Okay, let's see what this Five of Cups energy is here. The Devil. Yeah, some of you, this could have been an attachment, being trapped in your feelings or your emotions. Some of you, this has to do with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or this Capricorn, or this could even be your own feelings and your emotions. There's a need for you to bring about for some of you, emotional balance within inside of yourself. I'm seeing the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom, right? So many of you, it's like something that you may have been going through. It could have been affecting you emotionally. Like I said, I kind of see this kind of like happening in all three piles almost. And maybe it does. Maybe it does have to do with the whole Venus in retrograde. You know? I feel like a lot of us as a collective anyways are really going through it. You know? A lot of karmic stuff is coming up. A lot of karmic stuff is coming up for us to just deal with and clear and heal. And it's not fun, right? It's not fun. It's not pleasant. So I feel like all of us as a collective are kind of getting a little bit of a taste of it. And, you know, but yeah, I'm really feeling here that Spirit's saying that a lot of these feelings and emotions are ones that are keeping you very stuck or trapped. Maybe there's some unhealthy patterns of behaviors, you know, that you're needing to work towards releasing. We do have the Eight of Pentacles here, okay? And the Eight of Pentacles is about self-mastery, right? The King of Cups is the master of his emotions, right? So this could be Spirit saying, ground yourself. Hey, ground yourself, right? Ground yourself at this time. Don't allow your emotions, because of what you've gone through in the past, don't allow your emotions to derail you, right? Become the master of your emotions. Work on them. Work on stabilizing them. Work on bringing about balance to them, right? Because the King of Cups is all about emotional maturity, emotional balance. He's recognized and learned, right, that he doesn't allow his emotions to control him any longer. He can observe and feel his feelings, but he also doesn't allow them to completely throw him off his game, you know? So by you really working towards identifying, you know, what this is for you, right? You can face truth or see kind of what what it is, right? You're better able to step into this King of Cups energy and really work on learning how to master your own emotions instead of being trapped by them, right? Held back by them, okay? Many of you, even with the King of Cups, it can be about intuition, right? Intuition, creative energy that could be a little foggy here. Maybe there's a need for letting go of the self-sabotaging thoughts so you can really tune in, right? Get the ego out of the way. Okay, let's see. What else? Pile number 3. What messages are you meant to hear at this time? Pile number 3. We have in the hand, and it says the universe is your partner. Okay, so this may also be connecting with your higher self, your spirit guides, your ancestors, asking them for divine support at this time. Okay, especially with whatever this is that you're going through. But I am feeling, like I said, with the energy of Earth here, it's like Spirit's wanting you to ground yourself, ground your energy. It feels like some of you here with this pile are really going through it. Mentally, emotionally. Looks like emotional burdens here, but I mean, take it how it resonates. Let's see. Pile number 3. What is your message? The Seer. The Seer. Reminds me a lot of the High Priestess energy. There's a need for, maybe for grounding so that you can tap into the intuition. We have whale song here with resonating. Whale song and resonating. I don't know. Maybe for some of you, you might benefit from listening to whales sing their music, the way that they communicate with each other. That can also be very healing to the frequency of that. But I'm also noticing there's this big, like this whale is surrounded by this water here. Maybe some of you, this is a lot of emotional release here. A need for healing, a need for protecting your energy. We have the farther gate, bold step forward. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling some of you are going through some major things right now. Major things. And then we have beloved with radical acceptance. Yeah, so some of this might have to do with, of course, when we think about the beloved, we think about another person, right? But this card is also talking about the beloved within ourself. Okay, the beloved within, finding balance and union within the self. Okay, maybe for some of you, if there's been some, challenges surrounding a love situation here, maybe it is learning to accept whatever it is that you cannot change for the time being, right? We have the farther gate here with the bold step forward. So maybe for some of you, this is moving on from something or letting something go or being able to kind of move past the current challenges that you might be in at this time. Okay? Maybe your intuition is trying to help you, to guide you with where you're at right now, but there's a need for you to ground yourself. Why? Because with that 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups energy here, the feelings, the emotions, they're going to completely drown out the intuition. Those emotions are going to cloud your judgment. You're not going to be able to receive the messages from spirit, right? We have root girl here with the disowned self. So for many of you, I'm feeling like this is a need for reclaiming a lost part of yourself, right? A lost part of yourself that is stuck in some kind of traumatic event or traumatic time that you're needing to, at this time, ground your energy so that you can go back into whatever space that is and reclaim that part of yourself. You have the Time Master and the Horned Cactus with resourcefulness. Okay? Maybe some of you are needing to surrender to divine timing. I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck, we have Me Talks. And it says repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Okay? Maybe this is what is time for you here now, right? It's time for self-care, time for self-love. With the resourcefulness here, this could even be asking for help, right? Talking to a counselor, talking to a therapist, talking to friends, using your resources to help you through whatever time this is that you're currently going through at this time. Okay? Maybe a need, like I said, to surrender to divine timing, right? Not trying to force certain situations. Okay? Especially for those of you with the radical acceptance here, if this really does have to do with like a love situation, right? Accepting the situation for what it is, but taking this time for you, right? Especially for those of you that are like in separation from a divine counterpart, right? And you're feeling extra sad right now. You're feeling like this is really bothering me right now. I can't think straight, right? This grounding you is going to help. Spending time in nature. This guy looks like he's taking a bath here. Relaxing. Taking time for you. Self-care. Healing. So that is all that I have for you. Pile number 3. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.